Thanks for tuning to Real Young Outdoors.
In Texas. So I'm going to start kind of transitioning to fall-y patterns, or at least try to work fall patterns, and that's going to be bait fish, lots of bait fish. All the new of the year bait fish, or there we go, there's something. All right, we are out here at boat ramp 8, and as you can see, the water is still relatively up. We don't have a mile to hike, and we're gonna get ready and get out on the water. All right, it's about 7:46. Sunrise was 7:28. Nice easy little walk down to the water here. Good that the water's up. Quite a bit of interesting looking stuff out here. Things that I, before would have never even known about. A lot of trees, these new trees out here, as well as, existing trees that are out there submerged. So kind of interested to see what we're going to run into here. Look at that little guy. First fish. Little bitty guy. It's 8:12. Right out of these bushes here. This time of year it's fall, so I mean, it's as fall as Texas really gets. Woke up this morning and it was 62 degrees. By the time the sun came up, it was 67. I think it's supposed to get up to a high of 89 today. And so, leaves are starting to change. The creep myrtles in my front yard are, went from being obnoxiously putting out flowers to now they're obnoxiously throwing down leaves. So it's fall for all intents and purposes in Texas. So I'm going to start kind of transitioning to fall-y patterns, or at least try to work fall patterns, and that's going to be bait fish, lots of bait fish. All the new of the year bait fish, or oh, there we go, there's something. Hasn't come up yet. What is it here? Oh, that's a good fish. Better fish, stripping some line there. There we go. Like I said, bait fish. Bait fish are happening right now. Yeah. This one stripped a little bit of line. That was nice. Obviously needed to reset the drag a bit, but just a little over, just at 17 3/4. First keeper of the morning, 17 3/4. Been fishing for about 20 minutes. I'll let this one go right here. Maybe it'll go right back into that tree where it came out of. Okay, so long. Woo! Yep, it's gonna go back in that tree. Anyways, as I was saying, fall pattern. We're gonna start transitioning into bait. And these fish are sitting in these ambush points, you know, adjacent to to deeper water. That fish hit it like a freight train. No, it's just a bush. But I mean, that cast was right through here, so that fish was sitting, you know, probably somewhere adjacent to this submerged tree, and just poof, came out.
Now it's time for the Real Young Outdoors Conditions Report. Brought to you by J-MOC'S Kayak Rigging and Repair, serving Central Texas and the Texas Hill Country.
Going to be looking for higher percentage locations, you know, points, transitions. We've got kind of this long bank of riprap, I guess, rock, and then it was just kind of all the same. And then now coming up to an area where there's some brush up here, some submerged stuff that took advantage of the low water, and we just pulled a fish off of something similar in the other point right by the launch, so perhaps we can see if there's some kind of pattern. The thing with fall though is patterns are kind of, I mean, they exist, but they also, these fish are moving, you know. You can find fish deep, you can find fish shallow, you can find fish real shallow chasing shad, you can find fish, you know, looking for bluegill, you can find fish grabbing some bigger crawdads that have made it through the year, through the summer, and it's all over the place. Good fish trying to get in the water there. That was a big ass catfish. Another big catfish following him. All sorts of things up. Fish was hooked 3 times to Sunday right there. There you go. There you go. Nice catfish. Big old catfish. You hit it like a freight train. Ugh. This thing's gonna going to be slimy, coated with snot. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, which is what we need, so that's good. Get out here over the rest of this flat and chunk this bad boy out there, see what we can find.
Now it's time for the Real Young Outdoors Tackle Box. Brought to you by Ditch Pickle Baits. Relish the taste.
Alright, well it is about 1:30. Last fish was caught sometime around 9-10 o'clock, I think, and just been working the weed flats and working some rock and checking the area, but it's pretty sunny. It's a little windy, that's kind of picked up. Thought that was going to make a little bit of a change, but it hasn't. So just going to head in because it's about the time. I usually head in anyways. As you guys probably could tell, I haven't really posted much during the month of September. I guess I took an unofficial break. Wasn't really expecting to do that, but it just kind of happened that way. I went out a couple times, didn't have the best of luck. Had some malfunctions with the cameras and SD cards, so some of my footage got messed up. So I didn't really have it to really do anything with. But also, one of the other things I never was able to get to was the 500 subscribers giveaway. So let's do that right now. So I need you guys to go down below, leave a comment. I'm going to be giving away 5 lures for the 500 subscribers. And include some of my favorite lures. Today was pretty good. The water's warm, and I still think that these fish aren't thinking fall right now because it's still pretty warm and there is lots of bait fish, but I'm not seeing a lot of surface activity or anything like that. Definitely not seeing any activity along the shore, fish getting whacked or anything like that. So, like, subscribe, stay notified, keep up with the channel, and again, make sure you comment down below to enter your chance to win one of 5 lures here for my 500 subscribers giveaway. I really appreciate you guys and your support. Still got to celebrate that milestone that we hit, and all you gotta do is comment down below. Your name will go right into the drawing. Thanks. See you guys on the next one.
Thanks for watching Real Young Outdoors. Please like, subscribe, and stay notified. If you like what you see, check out some of these other videos.